Welcome, Commander, and thanks for joining me on Elite Racers 101. In this video tutorial, I'll explain to you what kind of stations we're racing around, what exactly is expected of you to win, and what you have to do to be the best. Let's start by explaining what exactly we do. Each race consists of 2 laps around the station, where certain maneuvers must be completed to complete a full lap. The first one to enter the mail slot after completing 2 laps is the winner. Let's start by looking at the different station types that the Elite Racers race around. Right now you're looking at the larger station type, the Oculus. This one usually comes with 2 living quarter rings and a very large station size. A complete race looks around 6 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the Orbis Station. These are about half in size of an Oculus station, and complete races are looking around 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Some of these come with 1 living quarter ring and some come with 2 of them. This one is not suited for racing. We need the second ring somewhere in the middle to complete the loop required for the Elite Racers lap. Now let's take a quick look at what exactly you require to participate in a race and stand a fighting chance. For the light class, we use Eagles only. For the medium class, you can use a Viper, a Cobra, or perhaps even an Imperial Eagle. For this video, we're looking at the light class, and as you can see, we're taking a look at the equipment of an Eagle here. The stock ship will not help you win the race. First, we start by stripping all of the hard points, as these obviously just add weight and slow down your ship. Next, we'll take a look at the internals, and I'll run by them one by one very quickly. Lightweight alloys, of course. Power plant. We do not require a lot of power. What we want instead is the lightest power plant available, which in this case is the 2 Delta. Thrusters, of course, we want the biggest and the best ones to give you the best speed available, so we go for 3 Alpha. The frameshift drive is also installed with minimum weight in mind. The 2 Delta will do that for you. Same for the life support, which is 1 Delta. At the power distributor, we have a 2A, which is obviously the best. This will help us boost as quickly as possible. Sensors, 2D installed, these weigh the least. Same for the fuel tank. And it's up to you whether you want to install a shield generator or not. You have the chance to fly without, however the slightest bump may just blow up your ship. Now let's take a look at a fast forward lap just to show you the track and what is required exactly. Each racer starts inside of this station, in the back, somewhere close to the pillar. On the count of 3, all pilots take off, exiting the mail slot, making a 180 turn to go towards the back of the station. Before we go to the back of the station, however, we do a loop around one of the rings. If there's more than 1 ring available, the pilot can choose which ring he loops around. This will help him time his boosts as he goes towards the back of the station afterwards. The pilot goes around the back of the station and heads back towards the rings. Does another loop, goes towards the station, does a 180 inside of the mail slot to start the second lap, and does another round. Now we'll do a full lap, looking at all the individual maneuvers required, and I'll give you some tips on how you can best perform these. Let's make sure that we start off with our ship in the proper state. We have docking clearance, we have enough minutes left. Shields are full, pips are set full to engines, the rest of them into systems. We don't need weapons for this race. And last but not least, we turn on our lights. The lights are a fundamental signature of the Elite Racers. On a count of 3, we start with a boost. And after the boost runs out, we're going to start flipping our ship to exit the mail slot in a slightly odd way. Obviously there is a maximum pitch in this game, so you want to turn around your ship as quick as possible. But you have to wait for your boost to run out or it'll shove you into the station wall. Flight assist remains on during the flight, and in this case I'm using my vertical thrusters to keep my momentum towards the mail slot as I turn around. As soon as I exit the mail slot, another boost will help set me in the right direction as we head towards the rings. This station has solar panels in the way, so you need to time your ship and make sure that you don't hit them. As you approach the loop, set your ship to half throttle. That will allow you to make the tightest loop. As you go around, you can give some extra boost, otherwise you're a little too tight. Keep turning, and give it another boost as you exit to keep your speed up as much as possible. Try and pitch your ship down towards the center of the station so you don't get hit by the big blocks there. You don't want lateral movement because this will slow down your lap time. Use a boost, but try and maintain one boost so that you can use that to go around the back of the station, minimizing the speed loss. While you boost around the back of the station, use your vertical thruster to minimize the radius of the turn. As soon as you can, boost again to keep your speed up, and move out of the way of the big blocks. Prevent lateral movement as much as possible by moving out of the way as quick as you can. And do the same thing around the ring. Try and time it so that you don't hit the beams. Think about your exit as well. When you come back around the loop, you want to make sure you're not in front of the beams. Head towards the end of the station. And a good thing to mention here is that the best setup, the best way to do a 180 loop, is to approach the mill slot in a vertical position. Not all stations will give indicators. For this one, I know that I don't want to go on the area with the 2 beams. Instead, I want to go with the area with the 1 beam. However, I still have a 50-50 chance. On the smaller Orbis stations, there's often a second living quarter ring which will indicate where the vertical side of the mill slot is. Take that into consideration and take a look at the station and analyze it before you race. As you turn into the mill slot, try and keep your speed about 50% to give yourself the best turning angle. Use your vertical movement and your vertical thrusters to push yourself around, and once you're inside and you're turned around enough, boost outside. Time for a second lap, and we'll skip fast forward ahead to a finish line, which looks straightforward. Make sure you practice before a race, and make sure, fly dangerous, Commanders.